Hi my friends, happy October. So making a quick video, I've got tons of requests for this video. Everybody asked, Nicole, what do you eat every day? Well, I usually eat pretty clean. I'm not vegan, so I definitely eat a lot of protein. Protein is my #1 source of macronutrients. I do believe in eating all macronutrients, so that would be, fat, carbs, and protein. When it comes to my carbs, I definitely eat carbs, but I time them around my workout. So I try to put my carbs in the beginning half of my day, and then as my day goes on, I taper them off. And that's just a really good way to manage my weight and make sure my body fat stays low. And I'm fueled for all my workouts as well. When it comes to fat, I eat some fat, probably intentionally, about 1 ounce a day. But then I also get fats from the oils that I cook with. I get fats from some of the meat products that I eat. Because I'm not truly in season right now, I'm eating more of a fatty turkey, maybe even some beef sometimes. So so that's pretty much it. All right, so meal #1, let's talk about when it's about to go down. Super simple. I'm gonna do, chocolate protein, vegan protein. I love this protein. I've been using it for a long time. I also have a whey isolate that I use. So I'm gonna probably put 1 scoop of this and then 1 scoop of the whey isolate. Almond milk, obviously. These are little pieces of frozen banana that I pretty much cut in half. So each one of these is about 2.5 ounces, right? So let's call it 20 grams of carbs. This bad boy's also got some carbs in him too, so he's got about 5. It's 7, but since I'm not gonna use the whole serving, I'm gonna call it like 4.5, 5. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm also gonna add creatine to my shake. I am in my off season, so I am trying to build a little bit of muscle because every time you do cut, you do lose a little bit of muscle mass, and then COVID wasn't any help to that either. So COVID was kind of a BITCH. In the sense of muscle loss for a lot of people, unless you had access to a gym. I just know that when I did do my cut for my show this year, I ended up being a lot smaller than I intended on being, and that was because of the size that I lost and, muscle, but working on putting that back on. So this is meal #1. I'm getting ready to head to the gym. I've got a couple classes to teach. I'm gonna train back today. I'm trying to think what else I want to say. I am gonna do some cardio today. I'm gonna do 30 minutes of cardio. I'm doing a little mini cut, getting ready for a photo shoot. And I think that's it. All right, guys, so this is meal #1, protein shake going down. All right, I'll see you guys next meal. All right, so just in case you guys want to see what's actually going down, I've got my NutriBullet. This is almond milk and water. I didn't want to use a ton of almond milk. I just did a little splash. I'm gonna put my 2.5 ounces of banana. I'm gonna go 1 scoop of chocolate protein. 1 scoop of chocolate protein, like so. Boom. And then I'm gonna do a scoop of this isolate. So this is a Dynamized ISO 100. These guys are awesome. This is a great protein. I've been using it for quite a few years, and they've started making it with stevia recently. So kudos to you guys. Awesome, thank you. That was a good call there. So a scoop of this, ta-da. And then I'm gonna put my creatine in, and we're good to go. So creatine, most powders are super tasteless. Like you can't really taste them, and this is the same thing. I've never tried mixing it with water. I always do it in a shake, but so that's pretty much it. If you can see, ta-da. I'm gonna blend this bad boy up. I've actually got a boogie because I gotta teach a class at 6 and it's 5:30, so I need to get my butt moving. But that's it. All right, so coming up, meal 2. I'll show you guys when we get there. All right, see. Hi guys, so I am back in the kitchen for meal #2. I went and taught a couple classes. I worked out myself. I usually would have had this meal already, usually in between my classes, but I just ran out of time today, so I'm having it at the house. So it is 4 ounces of egg whites, and then this is also about 5 ounces of a red potato that I made in my Instapot. And I set it for about 15 to 17 minutes just on manual, and then they're done. It's like the easiest way to make potatoes ever. But so this is meal #2. What time is it? It's like 1 o'clock. So like I said, it's way later. I should be eating meal 3 by now, but I'm gonna eat this, and probably in about an hour I'm gonna eat again. So here we go, meal 2. All right, meal 3 is gonna go down. It's been about an hour since you saw me eat the last meal. which technically I would have eaten a lot earlier. So this is gonna be 2 cups of broccoli that I've chopped up pretty small. And then also this is about 3.5 ounces of ground turkey. I just wanted to note that like all this is super easy for me to put together during the day because I've already cooked it, right? I had already roasted my broccoli. I had already cooked my turkey and weighed it out. So that was awesome. But you know, I typically eat pretty plain. This turkey is gonna go on here. I'm gonna add some Bragg's amino acid, which is a soy sauce alternative. So I'm gonna add that to it. And I am gonna sit outside and munch on this thing. So let's go. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about meal prep itself. So I feel like that it's one of those things that doesn't have to be a challenging thing. I talk to my nutrition clients about this a lot. You know, when you're first starting out, it's super simple. Pick a couple of proteins, call it chicken or ground beef or whatever it is, and make that in bulk. So cook a couple of pounds, 2-3 pounds, and put it in the fridge. You can season it with taco seasoning. You could do salsa, buffalo sauce. So there's tons and tons of options. And there's also tons of different seasonings. There's Mrs. Dash that comes in like 12 different flavors. So it doesn't have to be boring. You know, so you start with that. And then so pick 2 proteins, pick 2 vegetables you like. It could be as easy as salads, or, you know, I like to roast broccoli a lot. I like to roast Brussels sprouts, asparagus. Frozen cauliflower rice is one of those things that we have almost every night for dinner. We're not having it tonight for dinner, but usually that's like our staple is cauliflower rice and then whatever protein and other vegetables on top of it. So you got 2 proteins, you got 2 vegetables. And then I think the next thing is some form of carbohydrate, and kind of decide what that's going to be. Is it going to be oatmeal? Is it going to be Ezekiel bread? Are you going to cook rice, red potatoes? So I cooked red potatoes this week and it was fantastic. So yeah, so like I said, it doesn't have to be this big, like scary thing. It doesn't have to take 5 hours. You know, you should be able to go shopping, go to the grocery store, and then as you prepare dinner, just make this stuff on the side or just make extra. So start small, you know, maybe you don't cook for the whole week, maybe you cook for 2 or 3 days, but just getting into that habit of making your own food, packing your own lunches. It's one, gonna save you a ton of money. It's gonna save you time. You invest a little bit of time in the beginning, right, to reap the benefits afterwards, but it's so good for your health to know exactly what you're putting into your body. You know, when you're going out to eat, you don't know what is in this food. And usually the food when we go out to eat is not always the best quality because it is a business, right? The restaurant, they're trying to make money and make a profit. Now there are definitely some businesses out there that use high quality product, but not all. So, you know, if you really are trying to eat organic vegetables and organic meats and wild caught fish, do you know if wherever you're eating out is able to provide that? And the other thing is too, is you have to remember that when you go out to eat, a lot of sodium and sugar and fat is added to food because that's what makes it taste good. So if you are on a transformation diet and you're really trying to lose that last 5 or 10 pounds, going out to eat on a regular basis is not going to help you get there. Now, that being said, can you go out once a week, twice a week? Yes, absolutely. You know, you just want to make sure that you're looking for proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats when you're going out to eat for dinner. So yeah, that's all I got. So meal 3 is sitting in my lap. I'm going to chow down on it and enjoy this nice fall weather here in Georgia. And I'll see you guys for meal 4. All right, my beautiful people. So I am back in the kitchen again. So meal number 4 is actually just a snack. So at this time of day, I usually try to do some kind of protein and then also some kind of fat source. So actually today I'm gonna be eating these seaweed snacks. They're Costco brand. I am obsessed with these. They are awesome. So the serving size of this is 1/5 of a pack, which is like nothing. So I'm gonna eat the whole thing. And it ends up being roughly around like 8 or 9 grams of fat. And then I'm also gonna eat another slice of like my lovely egg whites. Boom. What I do with those is every week I dump probably like a 32-ounce container, maybe a little bit more of liquid egg whites into a lasagna pan. And I spray it with cooking oil. I bake it at 425 for like 15-20 minutes. And then I can just slice and break off pieces throughout the week. And it makes life super easy. But yeah, so this is my snack. And I'm actually getting ready to run to the grocery store. I'm gonna get some stuff for dinner, and I've got 2 meals left. I've got dinner, and then I also have my bedtime snack. So I've built that into the day because that's something that I love, love to have something to eat before I go to bed. So I always make sure that when I'm doing my macros every day that I add that in. So yeah, here we go. Meal 4, and I'll see you at meal 5. All right, so I am back for meal 5. It's about to go down. So this is technically dinner. So on the stove, I have egg whites, mushrooms, and regular eggs. The regular eggs are for my husband. I have a 1.5 cups of egg whites. I'm gonna eat about 12 ounces of cauliflower rice, which I made that's in the microwave. I did go to the store earlier and they did not have what I was looking for. So I kind of shifted gears. I always have a bunch of frozen cauliflower rice. Like I said earlier in the video, it is definitely one of our go-tos. And also too, an egg and like cauliflower rice combination is something that we eat a lot. It's just really simple and easy to digest, especially later in the evenings. That way we don't affect our sleep. And yeah, so meal 5 is about to go down. This is a 1.5 cups of egg whites, and then this is gonna be 12 ounces of cauliflower rice. So I got one more meal, and I'll be back. All right, so meal 6, you guys actually not see me eat or make, but I wanna tell you guys about it. I'm also gonna put a little picture down below so you can see an image of it. So what I did was I made a protein pudding, and I took 2 scoops of vanilla protein, about 8 ounces of almond milk, 3 tablespoons of pumpkin puree, and then pumpkin spice seasoning, and I mixed it all together to form a pudding, if you will. I also took some pecans, about 1 ounce, and crushed them and put them on top and ate it. It was fantastic. It's one of my like go-to bedtime snacks right now. I'm having like a pumpkin everything moment in life. But total for the day, let's talk about it. So protein for the day ended up being 200 grams of carbs. Protein for the day ended up being 200 grams. My carbs ended up being 125 grams, and then my fat was 45 grams. It ended up roughly being about almost 1,700 calories for the day. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I just kind of want to show you guys a little inside of what I do every day and how I eat. Every day is different. For the most part, most days in a row will be the same. But the meals can be different, snacks can be different, but I always try to make like a couple proteins, a couple carbs, a couple veggies, just so I can kind of interchange them out and make different recipes throughout the week. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop me a comment down below, give this video a like, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, just put it in the comments below. And if you have any other questions regarding like nutrition or just any other type videos you'd like to see, message me, reach out, let me know, and I'm happy to create them for you. All right, my friends, be good, take care, mad love, and I'll see you guys soon.